Falcons. It's a first down.
A gain of 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Wait, 53!
54, Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, check it.
Kill.
Go bandit.
A first down carry for Smith.
He's checking.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Mike 20. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There we go, Mike 20. Here we go. Mike 20. I'm here.
Regular.
He's checking.
Rip.
Crash.
Shotgun now for Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 48.
Cunningham. And he will find his man on the outside. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. They find some open field here. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Keep it up, guys. Go. Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Crunch time.
Now a first down throw. Cunningham. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10, Cunningham to the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that coach?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
53, Linda!
Watch the run. 56 to Mike. Smooth. Watch twist. Mike 56.
Hold 66.
Get your swerve on. Showing that. Jam.
49, check 49, check 49.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Wait, 20.
Six, right there. 56.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Alert!
Mike's 50.
Bravo!
Mike's 56. Defense wins championships, baby. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Alert!
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
53, Linda!
SOS.
72.
On third and long, it's Brady going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second and a couple, Brady. They'll set up the screen to Smith. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check it.
Go!
Mike's 54. Watch the pass. Right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Shut down. Motion.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
On 1st down, Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Switch up, switch
72.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, hey.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Check it.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Kill, 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 kill. Alert.
Big gas, big gas, big gas.
Shadow. 72.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady now to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Regular. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got it. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, take it.
Operating from the gun. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Cunningham to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
65.
Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Haywood. Mike 20, Mike. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On the ready. 48, Mike. 1
On first down, it's Cunningham. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Hey, dude.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 54.
Stay with your man.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the slant.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, 66.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go Bandit.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Ozzie, check it, reload.
Brady will try again on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Wait, set. 380.
56.
Hey, 66.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike, 56.
Alert.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, exit.
Hey, watch.
Throwing on third and long. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
No, 66. Hey, orbit. Go Bandit.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Brady's throw there complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 96 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the 49ers, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for